Hello guys, welcome to another tutorial, and today we'll be talking about Git submodules. In particular, we'll be talking about how to pick a subfolder from a Git repository and use it as a submodule. So why is that interesting? Well, by default, Git submodules always links to the root of a Git repository. And in my day job as a developer, I often have use cases where I actually only want a subfolder to be the submodule. And let me show you an example. So I have developed already a while ago this plugin for a home automation platform called Home Assistant. And this here is the entire Home Assistant code base, and this is where all the custom components live in. So I made the decision to make my plugin available as an isolated Git repository, but while I was developing it, I needed all that code to be sitting here in that folder. So I wanted to pick it as a submodule and just put it here. But the problem was that, let me show you the structure of this Home Assistant plugin repository. It looks as follows. It has a bunch of documentation here in the root, and the actual source code lives 2 folders deeper. So I only needed those couple of files to be in that submodule. I didn't care about all the pictures and documentation stuff going on here. So I wanted to know how to do that. And I looked up online, and there was a bunch of solutions. Neither of them worked for me. One was using symlinks, but I use Docker, so symlinks don't work. And the other one suggested to use Git filter branch. And it's funny, if you look at the official documentation of Git filter branch, the first item is warning, so don't use it. So I tried out a bunch of stuff, and I figured out 5 simple steps for how to sort of carve out this subfolder and use it as a submodule, and we'll go through that together right now. So the first thing we do is we take this repository, so the repository from which we want to extract a subfolder as a submodule, and we clone it to our computer, and this is where we are. So this is the root folder of this repository, and from here the first step is now to remove all those files from the Git working tree. And it is important to pass this cached flag here, because otherwise you would actually remove the files. And we don't want to delete the files. We only want to remove them from the Git working tree. And that's what we do right now. So git remove cache all of what's living here. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, yeah, git remove. So now we remove all those files, and we can now actually move them around the way we want them to be structured. So let me pull up a file explorer. So this is like the custom components, Home Assistant Strava, and we want all of these guys at the root folder. So let's just take them and pull them down here. Perfect. So we've removed them from the subtree. We've moved them to the root of the repository. And while we're doing that, we are still on the master branch. Still on master branch. And now, after we've removed the files from the working tree and moved them to the root folder, we're going to add only the source code files back to the working tree. So we'll do this file by file. So git add init, git add camera, git add config flow, git add const, and what other files do we have? Sensor, git add sensor.py, and there was a folder git add translations. So if we now look at git status, we see that we have all those files removed, and a bunch of files are now renamed. So this is what we want. We now commit those changes. Git commit, put whatever commit message you want, restructure repo. So now we've committed those changes, and now we check out as a fourth step a submodule branch. So this branch will become our submodule. So we've checked it out, but we don't care about this submodule branch at the moment. So we move back to the master branch. We move back to the master branch, and now we put all the files that we've moved previously back into their original location. So we pick all of them, sensor.py, translations, and we move them back into the folder where they've been previously. So we've moved them, and now we add back also all the other files to the working tree. So git add, just pass -a, and this adds everything back. So do git status. Now this is interesting. Now you realize that Git notices that we've moved those files, those source files here, from the root folder back to their original location. And it is important that Git tracks this movement of files. Now git commit, put a commit message, moved files back to original location. And now that's it. We're now essentially ready to create our submodule, but not from the master branch, but from that submodule branch. So let's move to the, we don't want to add the submodule here, we want to add the submodule to this Home Assistant core code base. So let's change to that, Home Assistant core. I've already checked out this repository as well from here. And let's go to the folder where all these custom integrations live. Config custom components. So you see this folder is now empty, and here we want to add our submodule. So git submodule -b, and this is now important. We want to specify here the submodule branch, because otherwise we would add the submodule from the master branch here, but this is not what we want. Oh, I forgot to push all these changes to GitHub. I mean, this is what we of course have to do. So let's change back to Home Assistant Strava, and now change back to what we can actually push. This is going to get push origin master. So now we also push the submodule branch. So new branch has been created. Actually, so let's refresh. So master still has the same file structure, but if we now go to the submodule branch, it's all sitting right here at the root of this branch. And this is what we want. So we now copy this URL, move back to the Home Assistant core repo where we want to have our submodule, change to the folder where we want the submodule to be, config custom components, and now we type again git submodule -b submodule. So this is the name of our branch here, and now we add the URL. So git submodule -b submodule add. Hit enter. Whoop. Okay, I think we made a mistake here. Submodule add, and the B flag comes after. Exactly. All right. Okay, apparently, so there needs to be a git modules file here, so let's quickly create that. Git modules git add. So this needs to be in the working tree. Git. Okay. Add git modules. Cool. And now we do that again. Okay. In this case, we need to force it because in this submodule folder is ignored in the git ignore. So we force it. Okay, now it's cloning. And it takes a while. So now let's look at the file structure in here. So we are in this custom components folder. There's now a Home Assistant Strava folder, and right below there is all the source code files sitting. So this was creating the submodule. You may now wonder what happens if I make changes to this code. Like, how can I merge changes from that submodule branch back to the master branch while I have these two different file structures on these two branches? So let's see how that goes. I just let's just make a hello world comment to camera.py. Okay, so hello world and save. So now we add those changes and git commit hello world git. So we are, as you can see, we are still on the submodule branch. Now we push our changes, git push origin submodule. And there they are. Let's have a look, refresh. Camera, there it says hello world. And now comes the interesting part. We move back. So this is how the file structure looks on the submodule branch. Let's check out the master branch. This is how the file structure. This is super interesting now. So this was the submodule branch, and this is the master branch. So what happens if we now merge from our submodule branch into master? All right. So it has successfully completed the merge. And now let's look at the file structure again. It is still the same. And if you look at the camera.py file, here we have the hello world comment. So the merge has been successfully completed while maintaining the different file structure between the two branches. And this is exactly what we wanted to achieve. And I think the only critical tweak we made was to remove the files from the working tree, move them to the root, and then add them back and move them back to where they've been originally. So this is the crucial tweak. Remember that. And if you found this helpful, give it a heads up. And yeah, also let me know in the comments below what you think. A good one.